The betrayal that cost $8,000 and a best man, so my flight from Chicago got cancelled at the absolute worst time imaginable. I was supposed to be landing Wednesday afternoon, but instead, I'm pulling into my driveway at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. I'd been stuck in O'Hare for 6 hours, exhausted, cranky, and all I wanted was my own bed. When I pull up, I see Sarah's car is there, so I figure she's just crashed out early. I unlock the front door as quietly as I can, rolling my suitcase across the hardwood like I'm some kind of secret agent. The living room is pitch black, but then I see them. A pair of men's Nikes, sitting right by the couch. They weren't mine. I stopped breathing for a second. I just listened. I heard voices coming from the back. Not the TV, real voices. Low, hushed, like they were trying not to be heard. Then I heard a guy laugh, that quick, soft kind of chuckle, and my stomach just dropped through the floor. I walked down the hall, still wearing my boots, heart banging against my ribs like a trapped bird. Our bedroom door was shut, but I could see the light leaking out from underneath. I didn't knock. I just pushed it open. There she was, in our bed, with Mark, my best friend since high school. The guy who was literally supposed to be my best man in 3 months. Their clothes were just scattered on the rug. For a heartbeat, they didn't even see me. Then Mark looked up, and he went ghost white. Sarah shot upright, yanking the duvet to her chest like that was gonna fix anything. She kept saying my name, over and over, fast and shaky. Mark scrambled out of bed, tripping over his own jeans, stammering, "Dude, wait, it's not, listen, it's not what it looks like." It was exactly what it looked like. Sarah whispered, it was a mistake, and she actually reached out, like I was just gonna take her hand and pretend the last 60 seconds didn't happen. I didn't yell, I didn't swing, I just stared at her, because she was wearing the gold locket I gave her for our anniversary. I didn't say a word. I walked right past them, straight to the closet. On the top shelf, buried behind my old winter parkas, I had a shoebox. Inside was the engagement ring I'd planned to give her next weekend at her parents' lake house. I'd spent $8,000 on it. I spent 2 months researching diamonds. I took the box out, walked back into the center of the room, and held it up. I opened it just enough so the stone caught the light, and the room went silent. Sarah's face went completely blank. She started crying, reaching toward me with shaking hands. Mark just stood there, frozen, breathing hard. He tried one more time. "Man, I can explain." I looked him dead in the eye and finally spoke. "You can have her," I said. "But you're paying me back for this ring." He blinked, looking like a deer in headlights. "Bro, I don't have, not my problem. Don't ever talk to me again." I snapped the box shut, grabbed my laptop bag from the chair, and walked out. I got in my car and just sat there. My hands were shaking so bad I dropped my keys on the floorboard. I called my brother. I told him, "I need a place tonight." He didn't even ask why. He just said, "Get here now." The next morning, 47 missed calls. A wall of texts. Most were from her, a bunch from him, but then I saw messages from mutual friends, people who were supposed to be at the wedding. One guy texted, "Just hear her out, man." Another said, "Don't tell her parents yet. Let's keep this private." That's when it hit me. They weren't trying to help me. They were protecting them. People knew, and nobody warned me. I blocked every single one of them. By noon, I was back at the apartment with my brother to get my stuff. Sarah rushed in, eyes swollen, trying to apologize. I didn't even look at her. I just pointed at the door and said, "Move." My brother stepped between us until she backed off. I grabbed my bags, set my key on the counter, and walked out for the last time. I went straight to the jeweler. They gave me a refund of $6,800 because of the return policy. I signed the papers without blinking. I took that money, went to a leasing office across town, and found a small, quiet place. The agent slid the keys across the desk. I held them for a second, then I turned my phone off, walked into my empty new apartment, and shut the door. Now, people are calling me cold for how I handled it, but honestly, I've never felt more at peace.